we're learning more about an attack on a woman at a Roanoke housing complex that ended with a viral act of kindness from Roanoke City firefighters. 10 News reporter Arisha Jones spoke with several of the people involved in the incident who say they were victims as well.
There's duct tape covering holes in the roof of Robin Kegley's car. He says the damage is the result of a woman running for help and jumped into the back seat of his car.
And said, "Take me to the hospital, I've been stabbed."
Kegley and friends just pulled into the parking lot of their home at Melrose Towers last Friday night.
I asked her 3 different times to get out of the car, and she said, "No, I'm not going nowhere."
He says the woman's boyfriend was coming after her with a knife.
He slashes my tires, then he's on top of my car with the knife sitting there stabbing my roof, and then he tried to break my windows out of my car just to try to get her, and he said, "I'm going to kill you."
Janine Vandenberg was sitting in the passenger seat.
I really thought we were dead. I didn't think that we would be able to make it out of the car.
The situation left Kegley's car with flat tires. So Vandenberg posted on Facebook that her friend could not afford new tires. Roanoke Fire-EMS replaced them the next day.
I view it a true blessing. It's amazing to have something like that happen at Melrose Towers.
I also shook quite a few of the firefighters' hands and told them that I really appreciate it and everything that they've done a good job.
Kegley says he's no hero and believes he and his friends are victims in this dangerous situation. Police arrested Jerry Lee Phillips in connection to the crime. His charges include malicious wounding and property damage. In Roanoke, Arisha Jones, 10 News, working for you.